What's up?
Yeah, Bill Gates may not allow that to ever boot again. You never know.
No, yeah, it'll boot. So, we're live, right?
Yeah, we are.
So I am going to be working on my computer in a minute, but when I went to use it, my Wacom tablet wasn't registering the pressure, and
Uh-huh.
so I thought I'll restart it real quick, and it's been restarting for uh, probably about 10 minutes now. But it takes
You
a while. But it makes me nervous because it's shutting down. It's not restarting. It's I mean, I may just manually reboot it. I mean, it's no big deal. It does it occasionally where it'll just like stop working. Like, oh, reboot. Okay, we'll try this. My button isn't working.
well,
Oh,
I
there we
see.
go.
I see where you
That did
react.
it.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
There you
You
go.
see, you see, we're doing what?
I see where you reacted to my email about, you know, my notions about BlackRock buying these houses around here in OKC. They're just
Yeah.
buying. They're buying them all over the United States. They've got some sort of devious plan, and they've got more money than I
What
don't know.
is BlackRock an investment firm or is it?
Yes, they're basically, one of these. What do you call them? So and so. They own everything, and they also, they're like Soros. They handle a fund,
Oh,
a monster huge fund that's always just making money with its money.
so are
Yeah.
they part of why real estate is artificially inflated?
Yes. Oh, yes. A big reason, and they're buying it, of course, with all this inflated money, which has
Yeah.
been artificially inflated because it's a they're buying something that's real, and they've got more money than anybody will probably ever have in history, and it means nothing to them other than
Right. They don't
some,
care.
some sort of strategic move that is
They
going
don't. They
on.
don't. They don't care if they're paying 50 grand more than market
Yeah.
price.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And you got your reaction was that someone bought a house just on the same sort of some investment outfit bought a house and they just left it there, and the yard has grown up.
Yeah. I'm gonna have
Yeah.
to. I need to do some maneuvers with two hands, so I'm gonna hang on.
Okay.
I don't think I can do what I'm trying to do here. Okay, I'm gonna set the phone down just for a second.
Okay. That's
I
all
can
right.
still hear you, so you
Okay.
can
Well,
talk.
I'll talk about what I decided to name this episode, and it said, "Did Hemingway leave a note?"
But,
Because I've been reading his entire collection of short stories, and I wondered, you know, did the guy leave a note? What was bugging him? Well, it was apparently just a whole cascade of things that had happened to him late in life. He was in a couple of bad accidents, a plane crash. He got concussion so bad that he had brain fluid coming out his ear,
no,
and
geez.
he was in a kind of pain, a mental fog, and he was in bad shape before he shot himself. He tried to just, someone was taking him to the doctor. I guess his family was taking him to the doctor. He ran in, tried to grab his shotgun real quick to do it, and they tackled him. Well, they took him in for about 2 days. They brought him back, and then he shot himself. So it's very interesting that a guy like that. Oh, he tried to, and then on the way to the airport or the way to the, I guess, a little puddle jumper is how they got around wherever he was at.
Hell yeah.
He tried to walk into the propeller.
Oh, geez.
That guy wanted to die. So
Yeah.
even if he didn't leave a note, he was
Can you see
pretty.
what's on my screen? Is
I
it
do.
backwards on your? Is it
No, it's
backwards?
not. No, it says Wally Wood
This
sketchbook.
is This is the Wallywood sketchbook. Um, this is a excellent piece of bookery.
Yeah.
I
Oh
don't
yeah.
know if I could. don't know if I can flip through it while you're.
Yeah, do it.
Well.
Oh yeah. It shows his little studies. That guy was very prolific. He was all over the sci-fi magazines with a completely different style than you associate with his comic books. You know, the guy would do really nice, different looking for him paintings.
Oh
You would think it would have some of the.
There's some of that in here, not a
Uh-huh.
lot, but there's a few of that. This is great. It's got a biography of him. It's
Mm-hmm.
got sketches, a lot of sketches, and it's got a biography, and it's got interviews with people that work with him.
Mm-hmm.
So I got that in the mail yesterday, and I got this a while back. I don't know if I showed you this. It's the
Spawn of Mars. How big is that?
About comic sized.
Really?
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah. So EC has been putting out these.
Oh man!
Or Fantagraphics has been putting out these books, and they tend to be grouped by artist. I have another one. I forget which artist it is that I got real cheap somewhere. Now this one is, of course, Wally Wood.
Yeah.
My computer, but anyway, so I've kind of been on a little bit of a Wally Wood kick lately.
Oh, that guy is fantastic. He's got so many little flourishes and things he does well that nobody else did quite like him. He was obviously a huge guy for Why Mad Magazine. Of course, Mad Magazine was just stepping off from being EC Comics.
Right. Oh, yeah.
So, he was connected. It wasn't like, we must find who can kick us off just right. It's interesting, though, that he didn't find a home for long, really, I don't think, with Mad. I don't think he was. He did a lot of them.
No, he got upset about something they did. Oh, well, he turned in some pages that they rejected.
Uh-oh.
Because he apparently had been drinking.
Uh-oh.
And they
that's cool. The story.
Well, it talks about it in there, and apparently the pages were really bad. Well below his standard.
We're just trying to protect you, Wally.
Well, they rejected them, and they were just terrible, and it had a lot of whiteout on it and stuff. And he said later that when he was inking it, he could only hit the inkwell 1 out of every 4 times when he's trying to refill his brush. So that tells you how off his coordination was.
Was he going through a divorce or anything? What the heck?
No, I don't think he was at that point. I forget where and what part he had some health issues, and and of course he drank. And apparently he had blinding headaches, and he would drink to quote cure his headaches or get relief from them, which. I say we better watch it. We'll get restricted for doing self-harm stuff because this is another guy that committed suicide. Oh yeah, no. Well, yeah.
With Bulldog 44. I've told you that story that I lived in Culver City. Realized I was just a short drive up the 405 from where Wally committed suicide, and I decided to go check it out. What it looked like. It was one of those that kind of like under the Silver Lake kind of facing courtyard kind of places.
Oh yeah,
but it did have security. It had a gate that I would have had to have the key to get into, but I was able to look into it, and see it. It seemed like a kind of a peaceful place to go mad.
I could see that.
Yeah. I mean, he wasn't mad. I'm sure he probably was very clear-headed when he decided to do it. Or I say that. He's obviously a drinker. He may have decided to have one really last great bender.
Okay,
I hope he did.
I'm on connected, so I'm gonna leave my phone. Okay.
Okay. Oh, okay. He's left me in the lurch. He's better at this than I am. What else? Oh, I'll just bring my books out, which I was going to talk about anyway. Go Dog Go. I decided I hadn't enough time before the show started that I could read that. I did. This fellow here, P.D. Eastman, this won an award. I think the one that really won him all the awards is "Are You My Mother," which I think I remember Captain Kangaroo playing that show when I was a kid. You know, they just go panel to panel, and Eastman was responsible for working for UPA and doing Mr. Magoo, and he also did Gerald McBoing Boing. And so this guy, as a stylist, was something else. And I got this, you know, because you can get anything you want from the library. And Dave Burge made a funny comment that this was his favorite book. So I just was motive. Dave Burge, also known as Iowa Hawk. This says devices not connected. Here we go. Add to stream. There we go. Now he's in. You're back. Oh, cool. That's cool. She-Hulk with looks like the creature from the Black Lagoon. Scott's sound didn't on yet. Then the other big thing right now, I've got 3 of these. There's just 2 of them. I got started on Kill or Be Killed by Brubaker and Phillips. And I guess I might as well mention the colorist too, Breitweiser, Elizabeth Breitweiser. But these little numbers are fun. They've got a, oh, that's interesting. Oh, I guess I went, I'm talking to myself, aren't I? There we go. Oops. Come on. You can do this. Huh, that's interesting. How about that? It's kind of cool. How come that's not giving us what we want? Huh, that's interesting. There we go. Scott's monkeying. But anyway, these are great. And by the way, you know, if you don't know, the title refers to the fact, oh, this is crazy. This character was a suicide, but he thinks he just survives. But after it happens, he's joined at the hip with a demon who demands a bad man's life on a monthly basis for him not to be taken. So it is kill or be killed by this demon. And then this book is something that probably ought to not read too much of it. It's called Secret Agenda because it makes me angry. Because it turns out that we have known that the CIA took down Richard Nixon for years and years. And the book just kind of like was like by omission, was ignored by all the intelligentsia, even though it's apparently all really laid out, and everybody points to it now saying, you know, there it is. It's all you need to know about Watergate. So it just shows you that, hey, Scott, can you hear me? There you are. You're still trying to get your tech to work, aren't you? I'm basically in a mode where I am having to, here we go, I'll add you this. Maybe that's what's the problem.
There you go. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can now. I'm sorry. I was just sharing your screen. Yeah. Well, I'm not sure how long you've had the option that I could have added you. Before it was kind of grayed out.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Now we're cooking with oil, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. I can close this.
Oh, you can. Okay,
Okay.
there you go.
There we go. So anyway, so I'm making another. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I'm opening Adobe Illustrator also.
Okay.
So I don't think I showed it on the show. I did a.
No, you didn't. You
I
didn't show it.
I did a fake ad for my comic book. So my comic book, Ellis has been on. There's a service called DCBS. It's the biggest online comic retailer,
Mm-hmm.
and they have Heaven's Rejects as as one of their picks, and they've got a heavy discount on it.
Groovy. All
Yeah.
right.
So.
Well, so everybody get that.
Yes, go to DCBS and look for it. Unfortunately, they got it as our Heaven's Reject for some reason, but
Mhm.
you should be able to find it. And anyway, so I've been doing these fake ads. I'll show this other one that I did. But anyway, so that was cool. I found that out today. So
That is cool. That's
I
exciting.
think, yeah, between that and Source Point pushing it, I think it's going to do well. Oh, my computer's giving me fits.
You know what? Everything nowadays, just like comics, someone's going to have to do something. Obviously, it's been reinvented from the standpoint of Amazon and Comixology and all that.
Yeah.
But is that, are you guys going to do that in terms of like formatting it for that?
I think so. I don't know, to be honest with you. That wouldn't be me. That would be the gnomes at Source Point.
Yeah.
I think they will. So here's my final ad.
Yeah. Yeah.
So anyway, so I'm going to do, so this was the one from the other day. And so this is the one I'm currently working on.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to do a background behind her. Stupid phone. I want to do a background behind her. We have a landline and we get a million.
Yeah.
And I can't turn the ringer off.
That's all right.
Oh, there you go. I muted the ringer. It's still got the caller ID though. No, it doesn't. Nice. I've done it a long time ago. Anyway, so we're doing a couple fake ads. I want to paint, and this was my thing about why I restarted originally, because my Wacom brush wasn't working. I mean, my Wacom tablet wasn't working.
Uh-huh. Do you have a real Wacom, or is it
No, it's
like
a real
me?
one.
Oh, cool.
It's a real Wacom. But I couldn't. Now, of course, I have the old Photoshop. So I had to go brushes and see, I was doing this. I couldn't get it.
Fly Fox Pro says hola.
Hola, Fly Fox. I had trouble getting the pressure sensitivity to work, which is frustrating. See, I turn on the shape dynamics. Oh, I don't want tilt. I want pressure.
Yeah, that
It's
the
still
ability to write your own brushes. That is something I get, and I've adjusted some brushes before and do this and that to it. But to me, it's like pick out some guy that is just a genius at it and buy his brushes from him. I've got one brush that I'm just using for everything now. and I you know, once I got my hands on it, once I used it, it's like
There we go. That's what I was trying to do.
Fly Fox also has a real Wacom.
Well,
But it's packed away.
Mine's a Cintiq. I mean, not a Cintiq. Mine's a, what do you call it when it's a tablet, not a screen?
Yeah.
Is that Cintiq?
Just a tablet.
No, it's an Intuos. It's an Intuos.
Intuos.
Okay, so this should work. If I can find this thing.
So James Caan died today.
Oh, yeah. That's sad. I like James Caan.
Yeah, he was always really good. He trying to think of a, you know, obviously Misery floats up as something that he was memorable in. I liked him as a young guy. He appeared in some wacky things. You know, all those guys. Oh, he's got a Cintiq. He's got it packed up.
Oh, yeah.
All those guys that you know, were trying to make their mark are coming off of doing plays and stuff. Well, go ahead. I didn't mean to. Oh, look at that. See, yeah, that's how you do it, man. Find yourself something right off the internet and modify it.
Well, I think that's what I'm doing.
Yep. Run a filter on it. Do something. Put it under a layer where you influence all the colors. Make it a night scene. I don't know. Just trying to keep the suggestions coming.
Yeah, keep them coming, Ellis. They're all great, man.
Yeah.
I was messing with it last night, and I did. Well, I've been listening to Jerk Comics, their thing about Arthur Sudam, and just the chaos he got into for stealing other people's art and reappropriating.
Oh, yeah. Well, but you know, I mean, it was kind of like out in the open, wasn't it? I mean, you could not know. It was on a Batman thing, right? Where he was basically.
Oh, it's on everything.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he was obviously, you know, straight up painting into the original work.
Yep.
But, you know, I mean, it's like anything that you do digitally like that, where you start painting into it, how much did he change? But he didn't change just a lot, did he? There was
no, he didn't change a whole lot.
But he's a great artist. That was obviously a deadline issue. He's just not. He didn't have the time to.
Yeah, I got an art book.
Do what he does.
I have an art book of his that came out before he did any of the Marvel Zombies.
That's it. Marvel Zombies, yeah.
The contention of the thing that I listen to, the Jerk Comics thing, is that the Marvel Zombies thing kind of ruined him. Because he got to depend on that, on he was doing composition of other people's stuff, and he got to depend on that. And then it just became a crutch, and he couldn't get away from it. And you know, and then he got to where he was just he did a lot of dumb stuff, like most people will.
Well, I was shocked when I did a little, because I wanted to know. When I was in the hunt for notions about, has anybody written about how Frazetta did things? You know, I wanted a really, really good tutorials on how Frazetta approached stuff. And it brought me to probably a discussion of some of that, but it also brought me into Sudam's family history. He's almost like.
Oh, yeah.
What's his name? The guy that's did Christina's World. I mean, he comes from
the Wyeth, NC Wyeth.
Yeah, he comes from a family of artists. Yeah.
Yeah, even though this jerk comics thing kind of well, they don't really deny it, but they seem to kind of have issues with some of his claims.
Really? Well,
I don't know. I mean,
his family? Oh no, I think that's pretty well.
Oh, I don't know. According to this guy.
Huh. So he's saying his family, the claims about his
ancestors being part of the whoever.
Some of the schools of art back then. Yeah, he was
like from the Hudson Valley School and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Who knows? I mean,
yeah. Well, I'll have to look that up. See what the controversy is.
5-part series, man. If you can believe that. Seems a little like overkill to me, but what do I know?
I'm ripping off the first page of a Kubert Tarzan comic for the first page of one of my comics, and I tell you what, if you submerge that enough into your own deal, that is a brilliant way to work. A guy ought to always not just start with zero. He ought to be warming up, Get yourself, you're after a drawing that everybody agrees that is just a damn good drawing. That's all you want. You look at it and you go, cool. That's all you're after. And if you got to get some help, everybody needs it. Everybody needs help.
Yes.
What are you going to do to this artwork other than just get a background in it today? Is that it?
I may write. I probably won't write the copy while we're talking. But
okay.
I need to do some copy like I did on the other one.
No, yeah, writing is a totally different skill. I was going to say about James Caan. I was talking about his wacky stuff that all these actors that had only been on the stage. The first movies they end up in. He was in one called Lady in a Cage, where he plays this totally pushy. If it's the first movie you ever saw him in, I think that kind of like.
Is that the one where the lady is at a house and she's in a wheelchair and she gets trapped in the elevator?
Her own little personal elevator, and these psychos break into her house. Yeah. So that's one of his first roles, if not his first. And I'm sure the little guy that played his nervous little meth kind of over energetic friend, I've seen him in a couple things. He was in the one about teachers, the
Blackboard Jungle.
Blackboard Jungle, yes, thank you. Yeah, that era, he was in that. Man, think about that as a legacy of spanning.
Oh yeah, I like James Caan. No, wait, was James Caan in Thief?
Oh yes, you know what? I think you just hit on it. That's my favorite James Caan movie, definitely. Mm-hmm. Because it is so it's so zeroed in on him as one of his, and it's Michael Mann doing this his own unique kind of like code of the thief, code of the fringe element in our society.
Code of the thief.
Yeah. And when he realizes that. His life is, Caan was a rodeo cowboy. That's pretty good for a guy from New York. Michael Mann's Thief was a great movie.
Oh,
TL stock. Yeah, that is my favorite Caan movie.
His Thief. I have Thief. I picked up in the mail yesterday. Came Everywhere, Everything, All at Once. Have you seen that, Ellis?
I have not. So you decided to just go ahead and order it
Barry sent me a link a while back. Amazon had it for $15.
Huh.
For some
Cool.
reason, now it's up to 20 again. So anyway, so if you want to borrow it, let me know.
Okay.
I bought a Blu-ray, so.
Oh, groovy. That'll keep me. That'll keep me from pirating it because I can't pirate Blu-ray.
Oh well, sorry.
That's all right.
I bought it to watch, not for you to pirate.
I know it. Well, you just keep that in mind the next time you buy something.
I will. That'll be the top of my concerns.
Yeah.
Can Ellis pirate this movie or not? That will
I get a copy of that.
That will influence whether I buy it or not.
That makes me want to watch Thief tonight. I'm always wondering what
I think it's on Amazon.
Yeah, probably is for free, I think. Yeah. Or for Amazon. Yeah.
I believe it. Well, yeah, as part of your Amazon service
package. Yeah. Speaking of things I'm watching the documentary I Want My MTV. Which
really?
Yeah, I'm halfway through it. It's on Hoopla, which is cool.
Is Hoopla free?
Yeah, well, it's like Canopy.
Oh, that's right.
You have to jump through the same hoops to get it. Give them your library card.
I think I've got that. I think I've used it. It's a little bit. Its setup's a little bit different than.
Yeah, it might be. Yeah.
It's just got a weirder interface.
Oh, there we go. I'm just playing around with what I would get now that I've figured out how to. There we go. That's what we want. Not that. There we go. Right back where we were. Michael Mann's Thief was a great movie. Yeah. Yeah, the way it begins, And of course, Michael Mann with his preoccupation with getting details right, hiring guys that are actual criminals to tell him this way and that, hiring criminals and cops.
Yeah.
Another one of my favorite movies, of course, is the first appearance of Hannibal Lecter, Manhunter. Gosh, I love that movie too. Michael Mann, peak Michael Mann is hard to beat.
Oh yeah. Yep, definitely. I'm trying to think what the movie is. There's one movie of his I really like.
He have Tom Cruise in it. I don't like that one that much.
I didn't know he did a Tom Cruise movie.
Yeah, it's one where I forget the character that's with him. He's a hitman, and he forces this guy that's basically his cab driver under threat of immediate death, instant death, to help him out for that evening of his hits. I think he's got one or two of them he's got to do.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can't think of the black actor's name that was in it with him. It was I don't think it's Will Smith or anything like that. I don't think it was Denzel Washington. It might have been. I'll look it up. What am I doing? Sitting here doodling. I'm gonna look it up real quick.
There you go.
Tom Cruise.
Did he do what was that movie with Chris Hemsworth where he played the hacker? Black Hat. Was that him?
Are we talking about Cruise or Con?
Man. Michael Mann.
Oh, well, maybe. I don't know. Let me see. Collateral is the name of the movie. Never seen it? It's okay. It's Jamie Foxx.
Oh.
Is the guy.
Gotcha.
Oh, it's got Javier Bardem in it. I bet, 2004, that would have been well before No Country for Old Men, I think.
Oh, yeah. Did you ever get your AC sorted out?
Oh, you know what? Yeah, I just did just a couple hours ago. And it is finally So I'm giving it a break on every count. I've just got it set to 79, so I can say I'm in the 70s, and I'm it's already cooled it way down. As a matter of fact, I probably ought to check on it right about now. That's all right. We'll do this show and then I'll check on it. Feels good after all that time I spent. We've got some intense temperatures right now in Oklahoma City.
We have not hit until recently. We did not hit 100 for, I think they said it's been 1,000 days since we've hit 100 degrees, something like that. It's been like 2 years.
And now all of July will more than likely be plus. Yep.
I was driving to work this morning at 6:45 and it was 86 degrees outside.
Yeah, that's the deal. It's supposedly going to be midnight tonight when it's still going to be 90. So
yeah, it's just, I mean,
it's brutal.
It's brutal, and it's brutal.
Makes you want to go back to San Diego if you've ever lived there.
I'm good on that, but but I can see why you'd want to. That's for sure. That's for sure.
You know what?
Hey, I was in San Diego one time when it was blazing hot.
Oh yes, it can get hot. It can get hot.
Yeah.
Wim says 101 tomorrow. I've seen some forecasts that say it's going to be like 106 and stuff like that. It's almost like apocalyptic. Some of the forecasts.
We're on people. You know, Oklahoma is on the edge of the desert. That people forget. Between here and the Pacific Ocean is all desert. You know?
It's like those Larry McMurtry westerns. He would typically have his characters wherever they were at. They'd get out somewhere far away, and their biggest concern became, where the hell are we ever going to find water again?
Yeah, I mean,
it's like, you know, it can get rough out there in Texas and Oklahoma.
Oh yeah, west of here is brutal. People don't, you know, and people forget. As much as you love San Diego, man,
that's a desert. That's a desert
out there, man. I
mean, they're getting all their water from the Colorado River, I believe.
Yeah,
being aquifered all that distance.
What San Diego does good at, or what saves them is, is the fact that they're on the beach and they get the ocean breeze.
Oh yeah. The slam of the desert and the Pacific is what makes that such just a absolutely paradise on earth. It's awesome. It's usually just totally everything you'd want from climate.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, San Diego. If San Diego wasn't in California, it'd be a perfect place to live.
Oh yeah, yeah. It is hard to accept that if you were to try to go there now, it would be just so many obstacles in your way. How much rent would cost, anything like that. It'd be just very, very pricey. Can't be a young, dumb kind of guy that moves out there with his girlfriend like I did and have just practically no money and have to hit the ground and look for a job and find one and get paid almost minimum wage and still be able to get by. It, that was quite a time for me. And, everybody I knew that had done the dumb hippie move of trying out California for a while that came from here, they all returned. I managed to stick for, what was it, 30 years or more. It was, a good time, but I didn't stay in San Diego the whole time. That would have been ideal, but
Come to stay in San Diego.
oh yeah, but I had to kind of get on the move to survive a little bit. Oh, I'm not drawing any girls. What's wrong with me? I've got to draw a couple of girls here.
Hey, I liked your pinup, by the way.
Oh, well, thank you. I enjoyed doing it, and I told you I probably would have things I wanted to change about it, but I look at it and it's like, yeah, it's okay. It's ready.
Yeah,
I worked on it and worked on it. It's
I have.
Go
I
ahead.
have not mailed you a check yet. Do I need to bring one by your house, or are you good with me throwing one in the mail?
No, we're good with however you want to do it. Why do you want to go with paper? I was wondering, don't you use PayPal?
Yeah, but I don't want to give them a dime. I don't have to.
Okay.
I'll if you want, I could run a check by your house after work tomorrow, or if you prefer, I can just drop one in the mail this weekend.
Do you want to come by this neighborhood? I don't care.
Well, I was planning on going down 240 after I got off work, so I would be very close to you.
Okay, come on by.
Will you be around?
What time?
Probably 11-ish or after. I would be no earlier than probably 11-ish, between 11 and 12, probably. Does that work?
Well, if it's more like 12, I think I can almost guarantee I'll be here. But if it's 11, I've been waking up kind of late and going for my walk anyway. Or I'll just put off my walk until you show
You're
up.
going to walk at 11 tomorrow? It's going to be 100 degrees.
I know it. No, that's good for a guy.
Good for a guy to get heat stroke.
Yeah, good for a guy that doesn't have to worry about reproducing anymore.
I don't know that heat stroke will affect your virility, but
yeah.
Okay. Hang on just a second. I need to grab something out of the other room. Hang on, okay?
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Scott will be back with a mystery. He needs to grab something. Yeah, I enjoy me some Brubaker and Phillips. Is that Sean Phillips? Hey, Scott, cameo on Ellis. Cam.
It's not a mystery.
Okay.
I don't know. Can you see me?
I cannot. Your cam. Your cam is just a generic blank.
So I have a confession that I'm going to tell you and the people I confuse these girls' names in the comic. So I'm writing this ad. I need this girl's name, and I couldn't remember which girl. There's Barry, Holly, and Raven, and their name, because I draw it. I read the script and then draw it. But anyway, I got to figure out what to write, and I don't know what my name for the swimwear is going to be. I got stapler athletic, but that's dumb. I'm trying to think of I don't know.
Something cute and memorable. Memorable.
You know what? I'm going to put, you never know what you'll run into the beach.
How about something that involves Annette Funicello and that sort of era evocative of the blanket movies. Blanket, Beach Blanket, Bingo. How many titles?
Not a question mark. So what'd you do today? Did you walk today?
I walked today, and I had to troubleshoot this air conditioner once I finally had the parts for it. But then it turned out that $20 I invested in fuses, there was no point in it. The fuse that had blown is inside the house. But at the same time, that gave me some breathing room to discover that about the problem. And that has also given me a strategy which existed before. I just have to I keep that thing a little cooler, and I ask a little less of it. And I shouldn't be blowing or tripping a fuse anytime soon. Should be all right.
Good.
We'll see. Oh, I hope so. Yeah, I better write a note. I'm not going to go for my walk until you show up at my door.
Okay. Now I got to remember to bring you a check.
Yeah. Just go ahead.
I feel like I got in the mail. Yeah.
I don't care if you can mail it. It sounds like a lot of trouble to me to drop by.
Okay, I'll just mail it to you.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Well, tomorrow's weird at work because I've been going in early and taking short lunches because it's been hot.
Yeah.
And I've been working like crazy. And I think I only need to work for about 2 hours, but I got something going out, and boy, they just lean on me not to go anywhere until everything's buttoned up on Fridays. You know.
Now take your time and mail that check. I'm not
You're not hurting for it?
It's no big. I'm not hurting for it.
Okay.
It's okay. Yeah.
Well, I didn't know. Now that I know your air conditioner isn't broken.
Yeah. It's not like
bad.
Well, that's the next step, is that if I ever have anything as big as that happens again, I'm going to have to, if it's something really big, it requires repairing to just basically live, to survive, I'll have to get a loan on the house, and it'll be like it's no longer free and clear, and you're not only paying property taxes on it, you're basically paying a mortgage again. I don't want to do that to the kid I want to give this to. I want it to be free and clear. So all he's doing is looking at all the fix up he has to do on it.
That's good. Hey, that reminds me. There's a lady on the news with the last name of Goodson. Do you have any female relatives around here? Don't you have a niece that lives around here?
It wasn't a bad news, was it?
No. She's a newscaster.
Oh, no, I don't think so.
Okay.
Pretty sure.
I can't remember her first name.
So her name is Goodson. I'll look her up, see if she looks.
She's on Channel 5. She's not she's like a in the field reporter. She's pretty new.
Okay. I will check her out. Pretty good. Got to draw another girl. These are fun doodles. That tells me I ought to draw more often.
Yes, I haven't drawn. Let's see. What did I do last? Oh, I worked on this.
Show these. See, you can tell right there. Oh, the guy I was, the other thing I rendered off of Hoopla, I rendered the Darwin Cook, is it?
Yes.
Yeah, Darwin Cook's Cat Woman that Brubaker wrote. And I was just paging through all those. And Darwin's, he's got the very early ones. It's all him. So the style is all fun and blocky and quick. But then he teams up with the guy that did. Anyway. Michael Allred. Michael Allred becomes his collaborator at one point, and then the art gets, super slick and clean. which, I mean, I imagine that is much more the mainstream, people like that.
I'm not a big Michael Allred fan.
Yeah, what did he write? He wrote Madman.
Madman. Even I like Madman, but I don't like his superheroes.
Mm-hmm. And then every time I see this name, I cringe a little bit because it embarrasses me. I don't know. The guy was just. There was a show called Captain Simeon and the Space Monkeys, which I did a little freelance for. And there was a guy named Brad Rader that was kind of like the art director for it. And he was the guy that did some of the artwork for that particular run of Catwoman or what is it? Catwoman, I think.
Catgirl. No.
Oh, is it Catgirl or Catwoman?
Catwoman.
Yeah, it's Catwoman.
Catwoman.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
what's wrong with this, Ellis?
And we went to some sort of we went to some sort of rap party, and I took somebody, I forget which girlfriend it may have been. I think it was Linda. Took her. It was that early. No, it was far.
You can't take Linda anywhere, man.
Yeah, but anyway, so he walks up to me with this guy, just regular old looking middle-aged guy, and he introduces him as his spouse. Now this is way back, and it's like,
and you're like, what the hell?
I laughed.
Oh no.
I thought my leg was being pulled.
And you got where is this room from?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. I think it was kind of like
they're like, holy
quiet little moment. It's like,
we can't take you anywhere.
You can't. Not in woke LA.
No.
Especially not that time period.
Oh, I don't think you can do it now anywhere. I mean,
oh no. You can't laugh at the idea of someone's calling some guy his spouse. Nope. Heck, that was before all the same-sex marriage was on the official.
Sure.
It wasn't done at that time.
Sure.
Of course, we could check that and see if Captain Simeon and the Space Monkey. I'll look it up. That'll set it in time. Captain Simeon. That should be that wasn't a bad little show. It had some pretty good little characters. We'll get a quick fix on the time. Oh man, that was back in my peak time. 1997. It would have been shortly after my little peak time. Yeah. Ended after 26 episodes. Yeah, I should be in the credits somewhere in one of them. Yeah. I should get a DVD set or something.
Not after your.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah, you're like, no.
Instead of coming along and adding names to credits like they do for some, like Harlan Ellison or whatever, they'll remove my name.
Yes.
Fly Fox Pro, you bigot, Ellis. Yep.
Yeah.
I could end my career just with that little anecdote.
That was no wonder you had to leave LA in shame 20 years later.
Yep. Thank God they finally drove me out.
That's for the best.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if you lived in California now, Ellis?
Oh man. Well, I can. Like I say, I can. Yeah, I can easily visualize going back to living in San Diego again.
Yeah,
Constantly have fantasies about it, but
I think your fantasies don't reflect the reality of mass homelessness and
Well, that's the deal. I don't think that San Diego has been quite mucked up in the same ways.
San Diego was like that when I was there in 2005.
Really?
Oh,
Well, yeah. I tell you what, Balboa Park could be a big,
I'm talking about
dangerous mess.
Down by the convention center.
Well, yeah. They were pretty bad down that way too. Yeah. Oh yeah, I had a couple of near deals in that area. I better not tell any more stories. Yeah.
Okay, here's my ad. Look at my ad. Tell me what you think.
See it. You never know who you'll run into on the beach. Let me make you the whole thing here.
That should be because you never know who you'll run into on the beach. Because you never know who you'll run into on the beach.
Yeah.
I'm going to change that.
Okay.
But how about the rest of it?
Yeah, it looks good. I like how you've cameoed the beach stuff. Raven appreciates the athletic, blah, blah, blah. Meet Raven. And Heaven's Rejects.
Yep. Okay, let me fix it.
Yeah, I was the kiss of death on Captain Simeon Fly Fox. No, that show, that guy went on to do the guy that was the actual big deal art director on it, went on to do some sort of Mars Attacks kind of show. Fly Fox Pro. I loved going to Balboa Park. I used to jog through Balboa Park every day at one time.
Before the homeless people overran it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it was just a little bit before. Yeah, I don't know what would happen to me if I tried to live the way I used to live there. I would probably be given an education about the way things are.
Yes, you'll learn the right thing.
Yeah.
And right speak and.
That's amazing, though. The fact that even in a little what used to be thought of as a conservative part of the world, that all that could occur to it. All that retired military that is there. It was not a stopgap against everything that was going to happen to. The world in general.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I mean,
Roger Hedgecock, I used to listen to him all the time. He was a former mayor. He did a couple of things that just you wouldn't even try to do it today. There'd be crowds with torches coming for you. He tried to do. He had a big organized event he called Light Up the Border. He had people going to the Mexican border with their cars and trying to jacklight illegals coming across the border.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's like, it was a big deal. It went over kind of well, but and then of course his big moment where he actually did get a little a group coming after him. He and this is the Boy Scouts. There was of course the controversy of the Boy Scouts of wanting gay scout leaders, and he made this declaration that got him in all kinds of hot waters. He said, of course they want to be scout leaders. It's where the boys are. And it's they
didn't care for that, did they?
Yeah, it's the sort of thing. It's like this guy that just got put back on Twitter for all his truth speaking. I think his name is Berenson. All the stuff he had to say about the vaccine, which turns out to have been totally true. And he actually sued Twitter, and they reinstated him, and actually apparently paid him some money for having kicked him off in the first place. And it's like, well, you've got these factions that just hate the truth more than they hate anything. You know?
There are people in this world who hate truth and beauty. I say that all the time.
Yep.
They cannot abide truth. This truth and beauty that kills them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't kill them, but that's what they hate, and they have to eliminate it. And if you look, you'll see there. That's why they want to tear down. That's why they want to tear down things like traditional art and all kinds of things because everything. If you look at the left, and the radical left at least, certainly, everything is ugly. Everything, there's nothing about beauty, nothing about, I mean, the idea of beauty is, I mean, good grief, watch TV. I tell younger guys at work this, I say, you guys missed it because you didn't grow up in the era of the supermodel, and you have to watch TV where everybody has to be, anybody can be a supermodel.
Yeah, there's a great Kurt Vonnegut story. I think it's called Barrajon, or so. That's interesting. Sounds like that other guy I was talking about. But it talks about in the future about a society where they give you walk around with like little handicaps.
Oh, yeah.
If you're a little too smart, you've got a little buzzer that goes off all the time that keeps you from keeps you from having a thought that can go on long enough to make your advantage show through. Well, Scott, we have been at it an hour.
Hang on just a second. I'm about done with this.
Okay, excellent. It's always nice to have something to show for our effort. It was nice that we had so many people visit with us.
Did we? Were the numbers up? Okay, here's the ad. Here's the next ad.
Just look. Cool. That did come out good. You know what is... I'll give you some extra notes on it later, but right now it works pretty well. I think it's pretty good. You've got a good weight on... it looks like that creature is clutched pretty well. Yeah.
The creature... Now, this was inspired by the famous picture of the creature from the Black Lagoon.
Yeah.
Julie, is it Adams? Or it's Adams.
Yes, Julie. I think it's Julie Adams. Yeah.
Yeah, but I decided. Of course, we have our girls are female, and so the heroes of our book are female. So I subverted that, and the girl is carrying the creature. However, the creature is slightly, not completely, but slightly modeled after the creatures from Humanoids from the Deep. Which is even more ironic because that is a very
it's very rapey.
It's very rapey. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, they come. They're there to reproduce.
I was watching the trailer.
Go ahead.
I remember when I was a kid seeing the commercial, and I could have swore that the commercial there was just the shots of them terrorizing people, and it went Humanoids from the Deep in kind of a weird vibraty kind of voice. And that was the entire trailer, and I've tried to find it online, and I can't. All I find is they're here to kill our men. And
look under trailers from hell. It might be there.
Oh yeah, but anyway.
What is fun is an instance of Roger Corben saying we'll give this young lady a chance, and it was a female director.
Yep, and she was mad because Corben supposedly went in and added some scenes.
Yeah, I added the nudity. Saying, what's going on here?
Yep.
Don't you understand TNA?
Exactly.
I thought you understand what we do here.
So if I got done,
look at that.
This is what I've been coloring.
Wow, that's looking good.
Yeah.
Now, I tell you what, if you do that right, that is a nice piece, Scott. That is going to be.
that's my hope, is that I got it. It's going to take me a while because I'm not a colorist, and I'm just kind of chopping at the this. I mean, I'm hacking at the bits of color, bit by bit. And I want to color it kind of Bronze Agey, so the background is not going to have a lot of detail. It's going to be subdued.
Yes. Put it back under some atmosphere, and really showcase the thing. Oh, look at this! See, it took me so long to get to the joke. Do you get the joke here, Flyfox Pro? Oh, I thought that was supposed to be Ellis. My bad. It's the creature. It took me a while to figure
humanoid.
that out. The humanoid. Yeah.
Anyway.
I am humanoid. Oh yeah, I put a little video up. It's only lasts about 2 seconds, and it says, "I miss leg day for 50 years," and it just shows my little stick legs. I focused on it and cropped it down to just my legs.
That's pretty funny.
Well, Scott, you ready to say bye-bye?
Yeah, I think I'm ready, Ellis. I'm gonna save a JPEG of that and post it online and
buy Scott's book. I've got if he'll post it on his Blogspot, I've already got a link to his blog that is down there stuff.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people doing art. Ellis has done some art. I hope if you guys are on Facebook and you follow me, I've posted the art. Ellis has posted it to his Instagram. His awesome pinup that I owe him money for. And anyway, but yeah, thanks. And some people from the videos have reached out to me and told me they've ordered the book, and I really appreciate that.
Hey, this is when we lost TL. Oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have interrupted your flow on that.
That's okay.
See, I lost TL stock way back here when he tried to give me the title of that movie.
No.
And I didn't notice it. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Scott.
Well, my goal of this whole thing is not really even to make money, but not. I mean, I don't care about money in my hand. That's not a big issue.
You want to be famous.
I want the book to sell so that they buy more, so that the Source Point Press
do it again.
Has to do more of them because I want to make comic books.
Yeah.
I don't care about. I mean, I've got a day job. I've got money. I'm okay with money.
Yeah.
It's the comic thing that eludes me.
Yeah. You want to score. You want to make your mark at some point.
Well, I could, by all rights, I could just give this up and be perfectly happy. I've got a good day job. I've got, I have nothing. Honestly, comics have caused me nothing but misery and pain at this point, and I want to keep going at it.
Yeah. You're a masochist.
I'm a masochist. Yeah. Anyway, okay, are we done?
We're done. It says, wait a second. It says, I tried to order, but the shop said it wasn't available to order me one yet. So Flyfox Pro tells us you're going to have to work.
Previews.
You're going to have to. It's in the July previews, Flyfox.
Yeah.
Try again.
I'll give you the code real quick. I got the thing right here.
Okay, I'll change our layout to this. Oh well, I can't see.
I'm not on there. So
okay, well I'll get it here to where. There we go.
Where we at?
What are you gonna?
It is so the code is JUL22, which is July 22nd. And it's booked 1933 and 1934. 1933 is the painted cover, and 34 is kind of a graphic cover. If they can't get it for you, if you order DCBS has it. One thing is, it's in the catalog as Heaven's Reject, not Rejects. So they may, if they're looking for Heaven's Rejects, they've got as Heaven's Reject, which is not right. But it's in the July preview. It's on the there's not a page number on here, but it's on page 28 of the little order booklet.
All right.
Press. Anyway, if they don't get you one, let me know and I'll make sure you get one.
All right, Flyfox. There you go.
Absolutely.
All
anyway.
Right. Okay, Scott, you ready to end it?
No, I'm
Good-
ready.
good
Thank you
show.
very much for watching, everybody.